Yes. Hello. All right. I think we're all good. Mics are working. Discord is working. Oh, by the way, I figured out how to make Spotify stop like not playing when I'm in the Discord. I just disconnected my account.
Oh, how?
I just disconnected my account.
Oh, I thought so.
Oh,
Yeah.
GG.
Yeah. Easy peasy. I never do anything with Discord anyway.
Yeah.
Because I don't need
That's
people
fair.
to know that I listen to Bardcore 24/7.
Yeah.
It literally is like what you do as well.
It is. I just really like Hildegard von Blingen, okay? She's my favorite
That's
artist. Alright. Yeah, back to Cass.
All right, perfect. So we left off with Margie and Althea clutching this little necklace that Margie made for Althea, admiring it. And after like a good like actual 60 seconds of them both just like entranced by this thing that Margie just made, Margie will be like, oh, okay, well, I don't want to keep you up too long. We had a long day and you're covered in blood. So if you need stuff to do, you need to do stuff. I didn't want to, keep you from that, but I just thank you again. And I hope you sleep well. Or wait, do you sleep? I don't sleep.
You don't sleep.
Well, I'm a sea elf. Sea elves are the same in canonically, like in D&D lore. All elves don't sleep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I had actually side question. When we talked about it a little bit earlier, is it that elves like just don't sleep because they don't need to? They can sleep though, right?
They can.
Like, I shouldn't be hitting a wall here.
They literally cannot sleep.
Oh, fuck.
That is
in
in the
meditative.
yeah. So instead of 8 hours of rest, the way that like other races do, the way that elves work is that they need let me read it here. I literally have it. So they don't need to sleep, and they don't need to sleep, and magic can't put them to sleep. You can finish a long rest within 4 hours if those hours are spent in a trance-like meditation in which you remain conscious. Well, I guess it doesn't say that you can't sleep. You don't need to sleep, and magic can't put you to sleep.
Yeah, according to the book, it doesn't specify it, but then according to everyone you ask, they're like, elves can't sleep, but technically it never says anywhere. It's just everyone has just kind of come to the consensus that elves don't sleep.
This
Maybe
Reddit thread on Google. This Reddit thread on Google says elves can sleep, so basically we're fine.
Right?
We can do whatever. I mean, this is our world and you're just living in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
I agree with Salami and Naka.
They can't be forced to sleep. I love that. I love that. So they can sleep. So I like that. Althea, you can choose to sleep. So that's why you do sleep. A lot of elves, I think, like are exactly the way that Naka said. They are too snobby to sleep. Because elves are a little snobby, just the way they are. They can't help it that they live for 1,000 years, like just normally. So yeah, a lot just choose not to because it's a bit of a waste of time. Like, why do that when I can just like chill in a trance for 4 hours? But yeah,
feel different.
Period.
Dude, and for Drow it's the same, right?
Yes, for Drow it's the same. So Manaaki is the exact same way. So truly the only person in this party as it is right now, minus Poe, who is gone, not only Boston has to sleep, everyone else can just trance for 4 hours.
Sorry.
Which is so fucking cute.
We'll take care of you.
Yeah, we'll all watch over you as you sleep and give you sweet little cuddles.
Oh, yay.
He likes, if you want,
he likes to
consensually.
switch between Big Spoon and Little Spoon.
Period. As we all.
Yeah.
But yeah. Cool.
All right.
Okay, so Althea will be like, Althea does love to nap, but she just loves to dream. So you asked if Althea sleeps. Althea will be like, yeah, I love to lie there and think about lots of things and dream. So I think I'm going to go to bed.
I hope you have just the sweetest of dreams, and I just adore you, and how nice you've been. So thanks. And then she'll like realize that she said I adore you, and like you see herself hear herself say that, and she gets real nervous, and she'll just like go off to go find Sven and be like, okay, bye.
Althea won't even think anything of it. Althea's like not used to these human social words anymore. She'll just be like, I adore you too. And just walk off back to her room.
Beautiful. Margie will just quickly find Sven, wherever Sven is at, and I will lovingly ask Lonnie if you will be Sven for me.
Of course. I will be. I will be whatever you need me to be.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, so I think maybe finds him just like hanging out since she asked him to wait awake for her.
Yeah, he's just in the, like, let's say the dining area is close by, so he's just there looking at the group finances that Boston has been doing, like, over the, like, last evening. And he's just checking that everything is okay, because, again, for context, we've decided as the players that I will be in charge of party funds, which means that Boston is in charge of party funds, which means that Sven is in charge of party funds. So he's just there, he's just checking the calculations to make sure that Boston did it correctly, and he's just chilling there.
Yeah, like had to carry the one more time because Boston forgot.
Yeah.
Perfect. So she'll kind of just come up and just be like, hi Sven, I just I don't know, it just felt like maybe the ball didn't go maybe the best for you that you maybe thought it would, and you kind of just seem like, you know, maybe you know, how things kind of ended, you seemed maybe potentially a little you know, upset, and so I just made this for you. And she just hands him a tiny round metal ball painted a dark golden bronze color that just constantly emits the smell of breezeberries.
I adore you. I need you to know
I
that.
love you.
I adore you. That's so cute. He will take it with, how big would it be in his hands? Like he's
it's
two
like
apples tall.
So like for Margie it's like this big, and so for him it would be like maybe like holding like a softball.
Oh hell yeah. And he would take it and give it a little smell, and he would very much so try not to show it, but he is very moved in this moment. And he would say,
can you roll a deception check, and can I roll an insight check as Margie?
Sure.
Your deception, he's a fae, so I don't know, I'll give it like a +3 for now.
All right. I'll just roll a d20.
Yeah.
I'll roll d20 and we'll add a 3.
Beautiful. I love that.
That's a 13. It becomes a 16.
Okay. He hides.
He's just... Thank you. I appreciate that. Do you require anything in return?
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Of course not. I didn't mean to make you... No, absolutely. You've done plenty for me already. This is really just like me giving you something in return for how wonderful you were at the ball, you know, maybe, and you've helped me out. And maybe in the future we could get to know each other better. But, you know, thanks for... I don't know. Yeah. And that's how she ends it.
He's very much so used to people who don't really know what to do with words. So he's just gonna stand there like, noted. And he'll just kind of just look around for where to put this ball.
There's nowhere. I mean, it's just like he just puts it on the table and just like kind of like he has to hold it so it doesn't roll away. and then he finds like a nook for it to like wedge in.
Yeah, I think maybe he would try to get it to his room, but since he's already a little bit rotund from all the cubes, which for him taste like the breezeberries, I think that he'll be like, all right, I'm gonna get this to my room tomorrow.
Love that.
So that's just there now, and I don't know if he would have some kind of magic to make sure that people don't think it's like trash, but you know, he just puts a little mark on it with like prestidigitation.
Like yeah, just like you get it gives vibes of not trash magically.
Yeah. No trash vibes is what he puts on it.
Period. That's adorable.
He's just that smart.
I agree. Perfect. And Margie will just be like, all right, well, good night, and I hope that you have a good rest.
You too.
Thanks. And she just kind of goes off to her room and heads off to trance. Does anyone else have anything they would like to do before bed? Nope. Perfect.
Stefan heads to bed. Boston is sleeping.
Boston's sleeping away. Manaaki is out by the lake for now. Althea goes to her room. Smells so much like incense. A little bit less than you tend to like it since you've been gone for a few hours. So I'm sure you light one before bed and cuddle up to go to bed. It's really hard. Yeah, you wash off all the blood. There's like little like areas in all of these rooms that have like little bowls of water and like cloths, and like when you dip the cloth in and like wash off blood from your arm and dip it back in and it like comes away from the cloth, the bowl then like goes back to clean water like magically. It's very cool. Anyway, sorry, me in the DM moment improving a magic item that I want to exist. But yeah, that happens, and Althea, you get into bed. Just roll a d20 for me.
Wait,
do you remember?
Nope.
20.
Can I
in
roll
D&D Beyond
here?
on the map? It should be bottom right. There's a little cube, not the edible kind.
Bottom right. Oh, roll dice. There we go. Oh my god. D20. Ooh.
10. That's okay. 10. You kind of like lay in your bed, which has like a very like dramatic gothic like canopy. You close the like the lace like curtains and you get all cozy in bed. You're like tossing and turning, and it's really hard to like fall asleep. That same thing kind of keeps happening where like you just get to the brink of falling asleep and that pang of anxiety hits you and kind of like jolts you awake. At some point, Mr. Cat kind of like patters in, or you took him with you potentially, or he followed you in after you had your moment with Margie. And he kind of like at some point comes up in the bed and curls around you, can sense like your discomfort and just like wordlessly just gets a little comfortable right in like the crook of he's your little spoon, and like with that warmth you slowly kind of like fade into sleep, but it doesn't really feel like sleep. In fact, it feels like that moment a few sessions ago we've experienced now, where you fell into death, where you fell into nothing, where you died. And in that moment, like this pure panic when you were dying, you remember what it felt like. That's what this anxiety keeps waking you up for. It's that anxiety, that moment, that pure terror of that moment right before, with those like 3 hit points that you had, just getting smacked and falling and knowing that that was your final moment, potentially forever. You feel that panic in this moment, you feel that fear, and it kind of melts away like it did before as you float aimlessly from your body. Empty and lost is all you feel for a brief moment before you are enveloped in a feeling that you would describe as familiar. A kind of dull, pulsating cold surrounds you, and it's the same feeling that happens on smaller scales when you cast spells and call on your cleric abilities. For clarification, this dream that you're having now is a flashback of what happened when you died previously. The void kind of melts away, and you find yourself standing at the base of an enormously tall throne, gray and somewhat plain for how massive it is. Sitting in a seat looking down at you is Kelemvor, your god in the flesh, sitting before you. He is darkly robed, with pin-straight silver hair, pupilless eyes, his appearance aged, and his armor tattered and black. Most notably, a silver mask, its expression harsh and judgmental. However, again, to Althea, this figure feels very familiar, despite the vaguely off-putting and potentially scary appearance. He looks down at you. Althea, my devoted. His voice is kind of calmingly deep and booming as it kind of echoes endlessly through this chamber of gray that kind of surrounds you as you look around. I did not expect this, but I will not waste what little time we have together. Do you have any questions for me, child? It's okay if you don't. As the DM speaking, I know this is like a bit of a like you are meeting your god for the first time. It's okay if you're speechless.
Althea would be like, Althea would be speechless.
He kind of like looks down and like you hear this like chuckle that like echoes like and bounces back into each other. It's somewhat scary a bit, but you, Althea, kind of love that kind of dark that he kind of brings. As the chuckle kind of fades, he says, "You have prayed and spoken to me so many times. Maybe now it is time for you to listen, and it is time for me to speak. There is something you must know, little flame." He stands with purple and black cloaks billowing as he descends to you, and he kind of begins this story that you don't quite expect. He begins with a history you're familiar with. And as Althea knows, but I'll explain, Kalimvor is the god of death currently and the god of the dead, the most recent deity to hold this position, following in the footsteps of Jurgel, Merkel, etc. But unlike these other deities whose rule as gods of the dead made the afterlife an uncertain and fearful thing, Kalimvor, on the other hand, promoted death was a natural part of life and should not be feared as long as it was understood. These other deities' heights of power, he tells this story of how they kind of created these special items that were given to their worshippers that would bring hordes of dead to the afterlife. That was, I mean, we all, like, above table experienced that when playing Baldur's Gate 3 with Merkel and, like, all of that. Like, let's just try to kill as many people as possible to bring dead, you know, and, like, use undead. So you know that this was and still is something that is vaguely common. So hearing about that there were these items made doesn't necessarily surprise you, but it does kind of make you a bit fearful as he's kind of talking. It does kind of bring weight to what is being discussed. One of these items, now partially sealed and masked by Kalimvor's magic, he explains because of your proximity to it, is the box that Althea carries. The plagued box that she found beneath her village. These items cannot be destroyed, or they can't be destroyed easily, and sometimes are very complicated, and the way to destroy them is very specific to each of these items, and therefore he thinks that it must be protected, as potentially he or someone looks into how to get it destroyed. Word is spreading about the ritual that Althea stopped when she came to carry the box all that time ago in the bottom of her village, when she found this secret basement, killed the cultist, and took the box in her possession. The cult of Merkel, however, is working to find the box again, this god explains. Every day, the box and its location is being sought out, and the masking magic that Kalimvor is able to provide has become weakened. People are looking for it, like the necromancer dragon you encountered, that necromancer dragon that brought you to his domain for the sole purpose of getting this box. Sorry, I lost my place. There we go. Kalimvor cannot continue to try to improve this magic that keeps it that keeps it hidden, but he can keep it sealed. So all that time that you have had the box, he has done his best to keep it sealed. But it's your job, Althea, he explains at the end of this story. He goes on, it is your job to keep it hidden and safe. Hiding it in one place may not work, but as you travel across the plains between the times you spend helping the keepers and the time you spend protected in the Archfae's domain, it's a good option for now.
Can Althea say anything in this?
Yes, you can say anything, you can ask any questions, but that's pretty much what he explains over the course of this time that he has been able to speak with you.
Now, okay, so this is technically not my first time hearing this as Althea. This is just a dream of this flashback, correct?
Correct. So Althea has known this, has remembered this experience, and we're playing it out currently like it's happening right now, but this is currently playing out in your dreams as if it is a memory, but we get to play it live because that's fun. So you have known this as Althea for 2-ish sessions. The whole ball of life, you have known that this was occurring or had occurred.
Okay, but no one else will know from this dream that this. Okay. So
no one else.
You
knows,
guys are hearing this for the first time, but like, your characters don't know yet. Okay. Perfect.
Period.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Perfect. Okay. So Althea will be taken aback, obviously, be thinking for a minute and be like, how long until the box starts hurting people again?
Long as I can keep it sealed. I'm hoping indefinitely, but
indefinitely.
I'm not
TBA.
necessarily sure that will happen with how zealously people are trying to find it. I think keeping it hidden is a temporary solution, and keeping it sealed is unfortunately a temporary solution until we can find out how to destroy it. And I am a god, but this foul piece of magic is something even I can't determine how to destroy.
Okay. Oh my god, so sorry. The most positive Nintendo 3DS song just came on in the background right as you finished your sentence, and I totally lost my train of thought. This playlist is just Christ. Okay.
I'm listening to Claire Obscure, however, and it's the most dramatic song.
Oh god, I need dramatic music right now. Okay. Althea will be like nonverbal. Althea will not know what to say. Althea will be like, I don't think Althea will have any more questions at this point. I think Althea, for the past 2 sessions, has been in complete avoidance mode. And we'll see more of that. We'll see. Well, I'll get into it, but we'll see.
So avoidance that you were like, keep it in the nut box. I don't even want to look at this shit.
Literally, keep it safe in the nut box.
Perfect. So as like you kind of discuss and things kind of come to a close, you do start to feel this pull, like kind of in your chest, in your being. Light kind of starts to break through above you. bit sourcelessly, and a warm sunlight and a smell of autumn leaves starts to hit your nose. Kalemvor kind of leans down, his huge stature kind of shrinks just a bit as he kind of sits over you, or like kind of kneels over you, takes your hand in his, and says, "Tell the warden I am sorry, but let her know I will use what she gave up to bring you back. I will use that for good." He kind of leans down, kisses the back of your hand, and lets go as you're kind of pulled towards that warmth and that light. Now, based on your memory of this moment, what should be next is waking up in the arms of your friends, with the warden above you, eyes wide, with a gray strand of hair that definitely was not there before. But instead, reality comes back, being back in your room as if a fog kind of clears. Morning light pours into your room through the stained glass windows that are around your room. You aren't sure if you rested in the way that you normally do, but it is the morning. And when Althea looks down, in her hand, clutching it like this, is the corpse hand of Lady Lovelily.
Wait, like the corpse is clutching the box or clutching my hand? The corpse
is clutching your hand. Like, here's your hand. Here's the like dead hand, and like you wake up and like the dead like cut off hand is holding your hand.
Okay, Althea would actually be into this.
I know.
Althea would like wake up with like a start and like see the hand and then just like sigh. It's like a comfort object now. She'll like take the box and put it on the other side of the room and just like sit on the ground and stare at it for a while.
It's funny. You haven't heard the voice that you heard in the basement of that village temple for a very long time. But as you sit and stare at this box from across the room, in that deep, deep Sarevok-like voice, you just hear again just a little chuckle, just echoing in the back of your mind.
Okay. Althea will like take the box and put it in the cupboard and like take as many pillows as possible and put them on top of it. And like, but the cupboard won't close anymore, so it's just like overflowing with pillows. She'll just try to close it, and she'll get a bunch of tape and try to find magical means. So the cupboard is just kind of like filled with pillows and half closed, and then she'll just sit on the other side of the room in the corner.
You like wrap a rope around the entire wardrobe to like get it closed and like tie it off in like a just like anxiety filled like mania, and you just like are tying this stuff together, and like you're just like on the other room just like out of breath. In all of this, like Mr. Cat kind of gets a little scared and like kind of just like scampers out of the room, not like in huge fear, but you know how cats kind of like once they are around a vibe that like maybe isn't for them, they do kind of just like scamper away. There is like that kind of sense, and yeah,
I won't even notice. Althea won't even notice.
It's not the best way to wake up.
She'll probably sit in the corner of the room for like the entire rest of whatever is left in the night.
Yep, it's pretty close to morning. There's just like a few hours till morning. And with your passive perception, you also definitely hear like someone's cooking in the kitchen. And there's like conversation between a couple of people. When you listen closely, you hear Margie and Mr. Cat talking in like the dining room, like kitchen area. And that's kind of what you get as you sit for the next few hours. The rest of you, Boston, you wake up, and Manaaki, you are still at the lake in the morning.
Yep.
Do you want to give us any insight about like what happened overnight, what you were thinking about overnight, or if that's okay if you don't? I'm just want to give you an opportunity if you want to.
I think like throughout the night, Manaaki is like back rested up against like a willow tree, like just sitting on the ground. I think like his emotions are so all over the place, and it's never been something he's ever like dealt with before. Right?
Yeah.
So he's kind of just allowing himself like the safe space of being in solitude to kind of feel everything and like process it all. Like even though he's quite, I don't know, even though he's quite like a young kind of guy in terms of like his emotional intelligence, he's got the intelligence enough to know how to like deal with himself a little bit, but it is still new to him. He like meditated a bit outside, maybe around 3 or 4 hours, kind of like a short, like a it was like a full like long rest, but like it didn't feel good when he woke back up, and then he stayed like completely still, like a rock, and just was lost in his thoughts, and he doesn't come back into the house for a while yet.
Okay, perfect. As you're kind of out there thinking about everything and thinking about kind of yourself and the events, I'm just so curious. Can you just give me an Arcana check?
Arcana. -1.
-1. Huge.
Okay. 6.
6. Yeah. The lake itself, the like calming like evening light that kind of like surrounds you, you do kind of get the idea that like the plants and the wildlife are very attuned to like your feelings. There is just like a really calming, almost like sense that like the trees, the water, the grass move and like sway almost to try to like bring Manaaki some sense of
like grounding him.
Yeah, like even like the way that the Archfey has like made this domain, like the literal terrain kind of like gives you a bit of like of an emotional support as much as it can. But yeah, that's all you get from the 6.
Okay.
But yeah. So perfect. Boston. What does Boston do when Boston wakes up? Tell me.
Oof.
I miss our boy. Tell me about him.
It's been 3 months. No, 4 months actually. I haven't played Boston since February. My boy, he would wake up alone in bed.
Sorry if you heard my cat.
He would wake up without Manaaki there, and he'd wonder, like, oh, okay, maybe, maybe they're at the after party. Sometimes that happens. And he'd head to the kitchen where he smells the breezeberries, and he's just so excited because he knows. And he starts having breakfast, just eating just whatever is on the table at that point. And you said Margie was also there?
Yeah, as you come in, you see like Margie like wearing like a apron that she found like definitely like in one of the cabinets in the kitchen. Mr. Cat is sitting on one of the kitchen counters, and he's like directing her on how to make breakfast. You quickly get the idea looking at Margie. You see her, a sea elf with this big ponytail that goes almost down to like almost down to like halfway down her legs. You see like these clothes made of like this seaweed type material. Immediately, you get the instant sense that this person may not be used to breakfast in this way, cooking in this way, potentially. And the way that Mr. Cat is kind of like describing things, it's definitely describing things to someone who has made this food for the very first time. But despite that, she is really good. Like, she seems to be good with tools, just generally. And you see kind of like set out on the table, there's like bacon, sausages, there's breakfast potatoes, kind of scrambled eggs with like these cheese and herbs and just like fruits cut and like extra things. There's like lots of like beverages as well set out. And as you kind of come in, you see Mr. Cat, and he's like, "Oh, good morning, Boston, and like walks over to you and like jumps off the counter, comes over, gives you like some snuggles, and like Margie like looks over her shoulder and she's like, Miss Boston, I assume. I'm so excited to meet you. My name's Margie. And she like comes over and wipes her hands on her apron and like puts her hand out like to like shake your hand.
He will definitely grab it quite delicately and just give it a firm shake. And he said, well, good morning. Did you make all of this?
Yes, I did, because I was so excited to meet you. And also I just wanted to say thank you to, for being so welcoming to me. So I made some breakfast for you and Althea and Manaaki and, and Sven, maybe if he comes around.
Mr. Cat, what did you want to say about that?
He wants to say stuff.
That is the most potato-looking cat I've ever seen.
She is truly a potato.
Oh, baby. I love.
That is so sweet of you. Thank you. How was last night? Did you have fun?
Yes. Did Svan tell you how it went, or is it really up to me right now?
I just woke up.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you. Things didn't go great. But in the way of, it all worked out really well in the end.
Oh, did you like forget how to do the dance, but then someone was like really excited to teach you? Because that's what happened to me.
Something like that, actually. So we got there, and some things led to other things. And Lady Love Lily is dead.
Huh?
Because Lady Love Lily is dead because she was trying to kill Florand. Sorry, I called him the wrong name. She was trying to kill Florand to bring back her dead lover with a nut that Manaaki has in his pocket. So we basically saved the day, I think.
Boston's face just goes white. Just pure panic.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. We didn't dance very much. I know you really wanted us to dance.
I mean, you had other things to worry about. How's Florent doing?
Well, we left him and he was fine, and he said he was gonna skedaddle daddle on out of that situation onto greener pastures. Yeah, onto greener pastures. That's all I remember him saying.
Okay.
Yep.
And the acorn?
It's with Manaaki in his nutsack.
And he is?
Oh, I don't actually know. I didn't see him when I was walking around last night, so I thought maybe he had gone to bed.
At this point in the conversation, you guys can hear like the front door open and close as Manaaki goes into the foyer.
Oh, no, well,
he didn't sleep in the bed.
Oh, well, and like as Manaaki comes in, Margie will be like, "Oh, thank God, Manaaki, good morning. How are you? Are you okay? What were you doing outside?"
Manaaki is like still in the foyer, and he's like looking for the letter that you mentioned originally, like that Mr. Cat originally mentioned.
Yeah, so on the table, there's like all of the breakfast I said that is put out, and then also there is 1, 2, 3 letters.
Is one of them addressed to him?
Yep, there's a envelope kind of smudged with dirt and sealed with dark red wax that bears just the name Manaaki in kind of jagged cursive lettering. Not cursed lettering. Calm down, Cass.
Straight away, he looks it up. He's like, "Let's burn this shit." Like, no, joking. Okay. Manaaki kind of like nods to the both of them. This is like out of character because he would have been a lot more cheery. He's just gonna say morning. He walks over to the table. He takes out Althea's Althea's book. And he plops it on the table on the corner. And then he walks down and he picks up this envelope and he doesn't talk to them. He just reads the writing.
Does he open the letter?
Can I do like an insight check for this envelope?
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation? Okay. Oh my god, I almost did intimidation. I was like, damn, +8. -1.
Tell me your secrets.
It's an 8.
An 8? It's strange. Like, you don't get mail. Like, Manaaki has never gotten really a letter very much. And the handwriting is like illiterate. Yeah, the handwriting is like vaguely familiar, but like you can't put your finger on it. It doesn't seem like it's like on the tip of your tongue, but like you're just like, well, I'm not feeling great today mentally, you know? So you just can't quite put your finger on it. But other than that, it's just a bit familiar.
In that case, he's going to just rip it open and like hold it up close to himself, not allowing the others to like see the contents.
Absolutely. Yeah, no one else sees this. I mean, we'll say it out loud and we will all know, but your characters don't know other Manaaki. No, don't tap in. You can know this. We're all good at not metagaming. But inside is you kind of open it. It's just a single scrap of paper, yellowed at the edges, completely blank, except for a kiss mark made of dried blood in the center. The metallic scent of kind of like iron still kind of like lingers.
Oh. So when Margie was cooking before, was there like a stove top that was turned on or something? Or a fire that was in the kitchen?
There's like a hearth that's kind of like always lit in the kitchen. Like a bit of like a fire that like fuels the different fucking things that are there. There's also like magical cooking things that also exist, but Cooking Cast doesn't need to go off on a tangent for like 20 minutes about all the magical things that exist in this kitchen, even though I am obsessed with the idea of doing that.
Manaaki's going to immediately scrunch up this piece of paper and the envelope in his hand and walk over to this hearth and throw it into the fire.
Absolutely.
He turns around, sits at like the end of the table and just watches it burn.
Yeah. As you kind of like crumple this paper and feel the like blood of that kiss mark kind of like crunch in your hands, you throw it in the fire. You know who this is from as you sit and watch it smolder and burn to ash. That's all I'll say about that.
Yep, he'll start eating toast.
He eats some toast. Plain bread. Grab some bread. And eat some plain bread.
Might I have some sourdough toast?
Beautiful. Perfect. Boston. How does Boston react to the way that Manaaki's acting right now? I'm just curious.
Can I roll insight?
Yes, please. I would love for you to do that.
Let's see. It's 14. So Boston.
Okay, can you give me?
Yeah.
Can you also roll then an an Arcana check for me?
Oh yeah, I can do that. Proficiency.
Oh, come on, baby.
16.
Huge. Okay, so you're looking at Boston. Or you're looking at Manaaki. Fuck, sorry. You're looking at Manaaki.
We're both tall. It's easy to get this confused.
Period. And you can immediately tell, like, something is wrong with your friend, first of all.
Mm-hmm. My homie.
There's a little earworm in your head that's kind of making you really paranoid about what was in that letter. What if it was about you? What if it was something dangerous? What if it's something that means you need to watch out for Manaaki, like because you care for him, but also watch out for Manaaki. Like, what if Manaki's hiding something? Amidst all of this, there's like some alarm bell in the back of your little warlock mind, right? You're a warlock.
Yeah, warlock, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, sorry. I for a second was like, wait a minute.
I'm a warlock, yes.
I DM so many campaigns.
Don't worry about it. I love you.
I love you. So in the back of like your warlock mind, that's like something about what I'm thinking right now, and you really can't put your finger on it, is being magically influenced. But with the 16, that's like kind of all you get. You like get the idea that like some magical influence is happening here that isn't normally here, and you're not quite sure what it is. You can't put your finger on it.
And with you saying that, I do think that Boston would just actually walk up to Manaaki and just put his finger on his shoulder to see, like, maybe I can get something like more from this. Like quite literally. It just
from poking him.
Yeah, just like like giving him a little poke and just like seeing
Manaaki like flinches away.
Does it burn?
Oh,
he flinches
away from you.
Flinches.
He doesn't let you touch.
This poor boy. I'm gonna cry.
And
he like
Boston
kind of stands up and he like meets your gaze, and like his eyes is just filled with like question marks, like what is it? But he doesn't say it.
You don't honestly, from like the attempted poke, other than he's acting weird, like he wouldn't normally do this, you're not quite sure what's going on.
And he'll just say, "Morning."
Oh my god.
Morning. And he sits back down, continues to eat his plain toast and brood. But you can tell like his energy right now is like, do not touch me.
Yeah. All right.
Like, cool.
Yeah, Boston,
Althea.
he gives Manaaki some space. He's like, okay, he doesn't want to talk to me.
I love that. You and Margie will kind of like go into more detail about what happened at the ball, give you a bit more actual rundown in detail. Yeah, a bit of a lore dump for Boston. So Boston canonically is kind of like caught up with everything that happened that Margie knows about, that was said and happened during the ball of life.
And he points at the book and he's like, "So you took that from the library?"
Well, I didn't actually, but Manaaki and Althea have been, playing around with it,
Well, let me just get my reading glasses. And he puts on his glasses.
Hold. Where's my Arcana for Margie? Bow down.
That actually does remind me. Yeah.
That's a 24 for Margie. On Arcana. And she's just gonna look at Boston and kind of go, I like those. Cool glasses.
Thanks. Does Boston know?
Does Boston know? That's a question for you.
I'm gonna roll insight just to see if Boston knows. Oh no, that is the definition of insight. And I also need to roll something else.
Or you could do Arcana. It's up to you. Insight or Arcana.
Insight. 13. He thinks that Margie knows something.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyway, you put your reading glasses on and you look in the book.
Yeah. Put my reading glass on, I read the book, or like the cover of the book, and I'm just like, interesting choice. Did you from the library, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't... Manaaki, is there a reason you chose... Was it for Althea? I don't remember. Did you like the book or did Althea? I don't remember why we took it with us, honestly. Is it just because you liked it?
No, Althea, like, chose it from the shelf, but then she got, like, bad vibes from it. And so to, like, kind of rest her mind, or, like, to kind of ease her, Manaaki is the one that, like, held it with him.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
You
beautiful.
got bad vibes from the book.
Yeah.
Right
That's
when
what
you
Althea
picked up the
said.
book.
Yep. When she picked up the book from the shelf.
Mm-hmm. Boston, as sorry, I keep doing Margie's voice. It's hard to go in and out of.
Boston, it's fine.
Boston. Give me an Arcana check for the situation at hand.
Well, there we go.
Mm.
God damn it. It's an 8.
An 8. Something weird's going on here.
Something's going on, but he can't put his finger on it.
You can't put your finger on it.
It's a book.
I mean, I could put... he's gonna pick up the book. And he's gonna just hold the book for a sec.
Oh god.
And he's just gonna feel his vibes.
What? Okay, perfect. Feel your vibes.
Constitution.
I guess my question, Lonnie, from your perspective, does anything happen?
No.
Okay, great. The vibe check of the book.
The vibe check.
It just is a book. It literally, it's just a book.
It was only just a book.
Truly.
A naughty book with naughty content.
It's just a naughty book.
It's just a naughty book. Like, I could
What
have
did
you
I call
roll
it?
an
Summer
Arcana
Heat
check.
Dryads in Love?
Yeah,
I came up with that on the spot.
Yeah, I mean, I could have you roll an Arcana check, but it literally is just a book, and at this point, I think, like,
Boston has determined
Boston.
the book is just a book, so now he's just thinking, okay, so why were the vibes up? And he's just gonna think about this while he eats his breakfast.
You can definitely see the gears turning and the steam coming out from Boston's ears.
Like actually from his ears, yeah.
I love that.
He's thinking.
Althea, after some time, do you emerge?
No. I would actually say no.
Okay, absolutely. In that case, I think, like, after a bit, like, the plates are magical and it keeps the food warm, but still, it's starting to get to the point where Margie was really excited for you to try the breakfast that she made for the first time. But now she's like, oh shucks, I gotta go make sure she's awake. So because she remembered you said you love sleeping. So she's gonna go over to your door and just, like, give it, like, the gentlest, softest, like, knock that she can, and just be like, Althea, I made breakfast. I was wondering, do you want breakfast?